Crosby and hits this one well to left center.
And this one lifted by Spini into deep right field. Edgar going back, and he's going to watch this one sail over the wall. Big home run for Nick Spini.
Davis with the pitch, and this one is hit deep in the right center. And this one is going to fall. And this game, Fortney running in. He's going to be home, and this game is over. A walk-off victory for the Solano Falcons.
Here comes Wills, played the plate, he's in, he is safe, and the Falcons are going to win this game 7-6. Oh my.
Hi, I'm David Fernandez. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Well, good afternoon, folks. We are here at Billy and Luis Yarbrough Stadium here to bring you some Solano Falcon baseball as they take on the Santa Rosa Bear Cubs. I'm Zach Pop here on Solano College Sports Network, joined by my co-host, Stash Samoida. How's it going, brother?
It's going good, Zach. You know, we got a beautiful afternoon here, no wind in sight, and it's just a gorgeous day for baseball, and what a game it's going to be between these two teams.
And, of course, these two teams very familiar with each other this year. This is the third meeting and the last non-conference game for Solano this year. Santa Rosa's got the better half of Solano, 2-0 this season so far against the Solano Falcons. Of course, Solano's been struggling this year, only 2-11 on the season, and Santa Rosa, on the other hand, they are 11-2 on fire right now, riding an 8-game winning streak.
And, you know, it's all on the back of Chase Stafford. This guy is batting a .362. He has 10 RBIs and 17 hits on the season so far. The last time these two teams matched up, he went 2 for 5 with a double and a run, and at the plate, he worked the count and got the pitchers into trouble early.
And, of course, looking at Solano on the other hand, Dylan Dumape on the hill for the Falcons. Of course, had a great career at Rodriguez High, and he's pitched pretty well this season. Of course, we did the game when he got the W against DVC, against his former high school teammate. What do you expect from Dylan Dumape here this afternoon, partner?
You know, Dylan Dumape is a gamer. He comes out on the mound. He may not have his best stuff, but he will give you everything he's got to keep you in the ball game. His ERA is at a 4.41 right now, but that doesn't show what this guy can actually do on the mound. He gets you those crucial outs throughout the game. I look for a big game from Dumape today.
And you get a look at the lefty right there, Dylan Dumape, 1-2 on the season, 16-plus innings, and as you mentioned, partner, a 4.41 ERA for Dylan Dumape. And I think he's still kind of getting comfortable, getting into his role here as a freshman, playing college ball now. Of course, high school, you take that jump up a little different now, and I think he's kind of adjusted pretty well. And you get a look at a couple of the good Falcons right there. Darian Evans has been a stud this year with the bat. 1 long ball, 13 RBIs. Important for Solano, as we were talking before the game, they need to get off to an early start and kind of let it be a little easier for Dylan Dumape on the hill, maybe with a 2 or 3 run lead.
And you know, Solano had 9 strikeouts.
Don't you love it, partner? We're doing a broadcast, like someone just walks over here, like, "Hey, I got a question." Like, come on, man! Don't you see we're doing the game right now? Come on, man! Come on, man!
Well, like I was touching on, Solano had 9 strikeouts the last time these two teams faced up here, and that's something you can never win a game with 9 strikeouts. And committed 4 errors, and I believe they had 8 walks that game. So, looking forward to seeing these guys turn it around here. And, you know, like you said, last non-conference game, last preseason game here before they jump into conference play. And
important to, you know, they won on Wednesday, 3-1. So important to maybe get another win here today and get a little momentum right into Bay Valley Conference play.
Maybe, yes, we wanted to see them get the win, but I want to see them get better as a team. I want to see them work on their fundamentals. I want to see them steal bases, work the counts, and just play good fundamentally baseball to get your work in now before season starts.
And, of course, you're an A's fan, man, and the A's are very good at playing small ball, and that's Solano's brand of baseball. They need to get back to that. Like you said, get runners on, get the bunt down, get guys into scoring position with 1 out, and we'll see if Solano can do that. It's going to be tough, though, man. Brett Obranovich, this kid is a stud, making his 5th start, 1-0, a 1.42 ERA, dirty.
5 strikeouts and 19 innings pitched. I mean, this guy.
So he locates for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not going to strike you out, but he's a very good pitcher at locating. And he's kind of like a Cliff Lee type of guy, just very good at locating, kind of how Greg Maddox was. You get a look at Bill Swanson right there, will be the infield umpire for today's game. As you get a look at the Santa Rosa head coach, Damon Nedlinger right there. He's been with Santa Rosa since 1996. Santa Rosa, one of the best baseball programs in all of Northern California. They made the Final Four last year to the state tournament finals. They won back in 2005. And, of course, your boy, Johnny Gums, a former A, played under Damon Needlinger for a couple of years.
World Series champion Johnny Gomes with the 2013 Boston Red Sox. Gotta love Johnny Gomes. Love the beard. One of my favorite players to watch. And, he probably has some good advice for these young players here at Santa Rosa.
And, of course, from the 707, baby, Petaluma, right?
Petaluma.
And you get a look right there, Stover and Neidlinger shaking hands, giving the scorecards to the umpires, and we are almost set for the first pitch. And like you said, it's a non-conference game, so it's not huge if they win or lose, but they need to play good, solid baseball, get a little momentum going into BVC play. Because, starting off 2-11, that's not good for the RPI ranking, so they're going to probably have to get first or second in the Bay Valley Conference if they want to make the postseason for the second straight year.
And, this team has the potential.
Yeah.
I've seen them, I see the glimpses of the potential this team has. They just need to put it all together. Once they put it all together, there's no stopping this team. And you know what? Right now, it's a time to work it out. Go through that losing streak. Get beat up right now because that gives you a gut check. Like, okay, we need to play better. And you play better coming into the season, keep it rolling through playoffs. Who knows where this team can go?
And, partner, before the season started, we both thought this team was going to be very good. Like you said, that's probably good for them. Little reality check, not as good as they probably thought. Mm-hmm. And now it's kind of, it's time to battle a little bit of adversity and see what happens here. Because non-conference play is not that huge. So important for them to get on track, get things going for the Bay Valley Conference play upcoming.
Especially going against the Santa Rosa team, the number 3 in California, or Northern California, I should say. So they're facing one of the top opponents that they may face in the Final Four if they get that far. So it's good to get to know this team a little bit better. They've already faced each other twice. So come out. If Solano comes out and plays their style of baseball and just fundamentally sound, limits the errors, limits the walks, and limits their strikeouts, they win this ballgame.
And, partner, after they lost 6-3 here against Santa Rosa, Stover was not thrilled with the effort. These guys had to run after the game, man.
Yes, they did. I got to talk to Darian Evans after the game, and he was just fuming,
Yeah.
He wasn't mad at the coaches. He was mad at himself, and he was just mad at the way the team was performing. But he goes, we'll bounce back. His head was still hanging high. So, we could do better. I know we're better than this, and it's going to show today.
So we are almost set for the first pitch.
See that little thumbs up we got from Stover right there?
We're big time now, right, partner?
SCSN, Solano College Sports Network, your home for Solano Sports.
You're good at doing that, partner.
It's one of the only things I'm good at.
You got a couple other things, bro.
Here's the starting lineup for your Solano Falcons.
And here you see the starting lineups.
Left fielder, number 3, Bobby
You get a look at Bobby Contreras right there.
Batting second, shortstop, number 6, Alvaro Rubalcaba.
And we'll let the PA addresser, Mark Anthony Smith, take over from
here. Number 13, Nick Perez. Batting fourth, right fielder, number 9, Darian Evans. Batting fifth, third baseman, number 1, Tucker Bishop. Batting sixth, the DH, number 14, Brandon Mihalich. Batting seventh, second baseman, number 2, David Fernandez. Batting eighth, center fielder, number 12, Giovanni Torres. Batting ninth, catcher, number 22, Ian Acosta. Starting pitcher today, number 21, Dylan Dumapay. Will everyone please rise and remove your caps for our national anthem.
And we are set for baseball. Of course, you get a look. Dylan Dumapay there on the hill. Ian Acosta doing the catching for the Solano Falcons here this afternoon. And looking at Santa Rosa, Matt Lococo leading off. Taylor Martin in the 2-hole. Chase Stafford batting third. Anthony Bender, the cleanup hitter. Dane Earps batting in the 5-hole. Weston Bryan, Dylan Ederovich, Parker Shaw, and Spencer Neve round out the lineup for the visiting Santa Rosa Bear Cubs. And Dylan Dumapay, of course, the freshman starting pitcher here this afternoon from Rodriguez. And Dumapay making his 5th start on the season.
And you know, partner, I got some difficulties going on over
You
here.
you all cleaned up over there now, partner?
Hey, all my stats and everything just got soaked. My Gatorade was leaking. It was all covered in water, I guess, and it's all over my lap. And what a day to start things.
That's a perfect way to start it off, right?
Hey, at least the troubles are starting in the beginning, so we can finish strong, right there, partner?
Oh, man. Hey, good thing I'm not doing the game with the old man. He probably would have handled that a little worse than you, partner. Would have heard a little muttering going on and all that fun stuff. And, of course, looking at Solano Falcons, Bobby Contreras out left, Gio Torres in center, Darian Evans out in right field, Nick Perez, David Fernandez first and second, left side, Alvaro Ricalba, the shortstop, Tucker Bishop at third, and, of course, Dumapay and Ian Acosta, pitcher and catcher for the Falcons.
I expect a big game out of Nick Perez today. This guy knows how to hit the ball. Kind of a little bit of Miguel Cabrera-esque, by the way. He's, takes the pitch to the opposite field, can go hit for power. The guy can do everything at the plate,
and he's one of the few Falcons off to a very good start, hitting, batting .342 this year, and well-deserved being in the 3 spot for the Solano Falcons. And we get a look at Matt Lococo, the leadoff hitter for the Bear Cubs, at .283 on the season with 3 ribbies.
Lococo went 1 for 2 the last game against Solano.
And, partner, you called that game, right? The 6-3 loss the Falcons had. What do you think of the Santa Rosa team when you watched them?
This Santa Rosa team is a very deep team, and they are a very good ball club. I mean, it starts right here with Matt Lococo. He went 1 for 2, 2 walks, and he had 2 stolen bases. And you see
Smokes that one to right. Evans is not going to get there. So a leadoff single for Matt Lococo. Just a nice, easy swing, and drove that one to right.
Now up stepping to the plate. Number 6, Taylor Martin, the third baseman for the Santa Rosa Bear Cubs.
Off to a great start this year, 347 with 4 RBIs for the third baseman. And see if Santa Rosa kind of plays a little Solano ball, see if maybe they try and bunt him over and get Lococo into scoring position here in the top of the first inning. Once again, you're checking out Solano College Sports Network. I'm Zach Poff here with my broadcast partner, Stash Samoida. First pitch low and outside, ball 1.
Keep an eye on Lococo over there. Like I said, he had 2 stolen bases the last game, and he thought about it there. He had a little bit of a jump. Didn't get quite the big jump that he would want to steal a base.
Perfect 8 for 8 on the season for Lococo, still in bases. Got a nice lead over at first base. Dumapay throws over to first. That's one nice thing being a lefty. A lot harder to steal bags off a left-hander.
And if you take a look at Lococo, when he leads off, when Dumapay just comes set, he's leaning back towards first base because he's not going to get cherry-picked out over off first. I think he's going to go. He fakes the go. See him there outside, swing his arms up, trying to throw Dumapay off.
And so far it's working. Down in the count, 2-0 to Taylor Martin. And the Santa Rosa lineup just stacked. I mean, you got Stafford batting .362 in the 3 spot with 1 homer and 10 RBIs. Anthony Bender, the cleanup hitter. Inside corner, strike 1. And as a pitcher, how hard is that when you're paying attention to the runner? How much does that throw you off?
You know, it depends on the situation in the game. Right now, first inning, that's a leadoff hitter. Yeah, you want to make sure he's not going to go, but at the same time, you need to focus on the hitter. Still early in the game. That run, you can make that run up. You have a lot of game left, so it's not that crucial at this point. Later in the game, that will change. Yeah. But right now, just keep them close, keep an eye on them, keep doing what they're doing. They're doing everything right now.
And, of course, Dumapay is not going to pick him off, but he's just thrown over to first to keep Lococo close to the bag. Lococo with a decent lead. Swing and a miss. Ooh. Took a little off.
Good changeup.
And that's Dumapay's bread and butter. He, of course, doesn't have the heat, but good job at adjusting speed on the pitch.
2-2 the count.
This one hit well. Rubalcaba, nice backstab throw to second for one. Fernandez turns the 6-4-3 double play, and look at the leather for Mr. Rubalcaba.
Wow, those hands right there, those are some soft hands picking the back, scoop that ball, spin, and throw strong to second base, and strong throw from Fernandez to get Martin over at first to complete the double play, and that was just a good defensive play all around. Fundamental baseball right there.
And there was a lot of hype with Rubalcaba. I mean, kind of being compared a little bit to Patrick Bubba Johnson, especially with the leather. He's a very good defensive shortstop. And, of course, Patrick Johnson, one of the best players to ever play here at Solano. I still think Tug McGraw's probably the best, but Bubba's top 5.
Yes, he is.
So the count 1-0 to the number 3 hitter, Chase Stafford, batting .362 with 1 long ball and 10 ribbies this year.
He went 2 for 5 the last matchup here at Solano with a double and a run scored.
Yeah, Stafford definitely one of the best players in all of, not just Northern California, but all of California.
And he leads Santa Rosa team with 10 RBIs.
2-0 is hit well down the left field line, but tailing foul. And of course, Stafford, the sophomore at a Casa Grande High. 6 foot, 185-pound righty.
Utility infielder. That's always a nice thing to have on your team. Ooh.
And, of course, your A's stole one of our Dodger utility guys, Nick Punto.
He'll fit in nice with Jed Lowry, Eric Sogard,
Alberto
Callaspo.
was such a big pickup last year.
Yes, it was. That guy's a stud.
3-1. Hit towards the Falcons dugouts. The count's full. Yeah, nice double play for Dumapay to get. Rubalcaba made a great play, so eliminated the leadoff hitter, Matt Lococo, who started the game off with a single. Now Dumapay 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. This one hit down the left side, out of play.
And Stafford, he just a little early on that. He squares that one up. That can go long ways there, Zach.
And that 2-0 pitch he hit, I mean, he smoked that one, too, down the left field line.
Looks like maybe he got jammed there, kind of shook, get that sting on the hands.
That's the worst, man.
That's the worst feeling. Luckily, it's warm. If it's cold, that's hurts you.
Yeah.
Huh.
3-2. And this one goes off the handle, so we'll do it all over again. So we're here at Billy and Luis Yarbrough Stadium. Last non-conference game for the Solano Falcons and the Santa Rosa Bear Cubs. Solano off to a slow start this year, 2-10. Santa Rosa, on the other hand, off to a very good start, 11-2. 3-2. This one hit softly. Torres in center, and that is the third out. So after a leadoff hit for Lococo, double play, and a soft liner to center through the first half of the inning, no score. Bobby Contreras leading off for the Solano Falcons here in the Bottom of the first. Off to a slow start this year. Batting 176. Alvaro Rubalcaba in the 2 spot. Nick Perez batting 3rd. Darian Evans, Tucker Bishop, Brandon Mihalich in the 6th spot. David Fernandez, Gio Torres, and Ian Acosta round out the lineup for your Solano Falcons.
Bobby Contreras stands at 5'6", 165. He's a bats right, throws right.
He's got one of the worst haircuts I've ever seen, too.
Yeah, he's a freshman out of Antelope High School. I believe that's down south.
Down south, baby. 0-1, perfect pitch outside corner, quickly ahead of Contreras. 0-2, and of course Brett Obranovich, one of the better pitchers in all Northern California. 0-2, outside, a lot of movement on that one, and 19-inning pitch for the sophomore Obranovich, making his 5th start here this afternoon. 1-0 on the year, a 1.42 ERA. Not really a strikeout guy, only 5 Ks. This one fouled straight back.
He's got some gas there, Zach.
And that's surprising, just looking at the stats. Only 5 strikeouts, you would think more command and not the heater.
You know, he started 4 games. He's only 1-0, so 3 of them were a no decision for him.
High heat, high and outside.
Trying to get Bobby Contreras a chase. And that fastball up is a hard pitch to lay off.
And you see it right there, swing and a miss, brought it down a little bit. So 1 up, 1 down, 1 strikeout. And, of course, Alvaro Rubalcaba made the outstanding play at short to turn 2, the 6-4-3 double play. And been struggling with the bat a little bit this year, batting below the Mendoza line at 194. Nick Perez on deck. High fastball, takes it, ball 1. And this is a guy that has a chance to be a really good ball player here at Solano. Fastball just outside, count 2-0.
And you know, you touched on, he could be just like Bubba Johnson, and he has actually. Bubba Johnson down the third base line, third base coach for Solano. So he's getting excellent coaching from not only
Hey,
Coach
Stover doesn't just let anybody over there at the third base line. It took Tommy Pavesi at least a month and a half into the year last year. 3-0, Rubalcaba taking all the way, 3-1 now. And, of course, Patrick Bubba Johnson. Great career here at Solano. 3-1.
Was an All-American last year.
First baseman cannot make the play for Santa Rosa, Weston Bryan. And, of course, Santa Rosa's defense. You got Bryan at first, Chase Stafford at second, Bender at short, Taylor Martin, the third baseman. Of course, Obranovich pitching, Spencer Neve, the catcher, Dane Erbst, Matt Makoko, and Parker Shaw from left to right. 3-2.
Right down the heart
Right
of the
side,
plate.
out of plate.
You know, Obranovich likes to work up. And as a pitcher, you don't like to work up because that's where you get beat. But so far, it's been working for him.
3-2. Perfect pitch outside corner. See you later. 2 up, 2 down. 2 strikeouts for Brett Obranovich.
And up steps the big first baseman, number 13, Nick Perez.
And he's off to a great start with the bat this year, batting .342. 6 RBIs for the freshman first baseman. Coming out to kind of a little slow jam here. Getting the ladies turned up. Inside, ball 1.
You know, 3 for the past 2 batters start off with a high ball. So he starts high, works low after that.
Way outside, 2-0. And we'll kind of pay attention to that later, inning by inning, see if he kind of changes it up a little bit. And, of course, usually what pitchers, as it gets through the second part of the order, or the second part of the lineup, this one hit down the first base side. Weston Bryant steps on the bag, so a 1-2-3 inning for Obranovich through 1. We are scoreless here at Bill and Louise Yarborough Stadium. And we are back here for the top of the second inning. 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Bear Cubs. Dude, come on. Like, take Bear or Cub out of it. Roll with one, not both. Come on. Anthony Bender, batting .229, the cleanup hitter. Shortstop for Santa Rosa, Dane Earps, due up second in the inning, and Weston Bryan in the hole.
Oh, big curveball from Dylan Dumapay. Gets a called strike gets ahead in the count.
And looking at both these pitchers, totally different. I mean, Dumapay, a guy that doesn't have the high heat. He's more off-speed, change-up curve.
Oh,
swing and a miss.
Took a little bit off that pitch there. 0-2.
And he's just doing a good job just changing speeds, keeping the Santa Rosa hitters off-balanced. 0-2. Outside. Bender takes it.
He thought about swinging.
You could tell he wanted to.
Yeah, he wanted it. But you know what's not working from Bender? He has the elephant ear hanging out in his back pocket. It's never good luck when you go up to the plate.
Outside 2-2, and Bender, big boy, 6'3", 210 pounds, and just like Chase Stafford out of Casa Grande High. Count 2-2. Top of the second inning. Solano trying to beat Santa Rosa. Hopefully the third time's a charm. This one's skied. Tucker Bishop lets the shortstop, Rubalcaba, get it. 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the second.
You know, those are always hard, especially midday game like we're here right now.
Sun's out today.
Sun's out, and the sun is high up there, so you can't see anything up in the sky, but does a good job blocking the sun out of the way.
Tucker was happy to hear Rubalcaba say, I got this one, bro. Dane Earps, the left fielder, batting .304, 8 ribbies on the year. Batting with 1 out, nobody on. Hits this one right between first and second on the first pitch, so 1 out single for Dane Earps.
Didn't waste no time there. Jumped on the first pitch he saw and just poked it right into right field.
And just a very smart play. I mean, he saw a huge gap between first and second when opposite field.
And you know, Dylan Dumapay is a location pitcher, and you know the ball is going to be there. He hits his spots. But if you get the pitch you like to see, don't miss it because you might not get it again.
First baseman, Weston Bryan in the box. Acosta, good job blocking the dish. And Acosta, like most Falcon catchers, always very good defensive catchers. Of course, your boy Victor Romero. And he's down in spring training right now, isn't he?
Spring training with the San Diego
You talked
Padres.
to him yet since he's been down there?
I have. He was actually, he's roomed up with Andrew Applin. They were hanging out.
Nice.
Andrew Applin out of Vanden High, played at Arizona State University, now in the Astros organization.
Outside, 2-0, and of course, Victor Romero went on and played 2 years at Oklahoma State for, I believe it's Josh Holliday, Matt Holliday's brother.
He got the opportunity to actually work out with Matt Holliday in the offseason. And
yoked.
That guy, I seen some pictures with him today.
I know you're not a Matt Holliday fan, man.
I am a Matt Holliday fan.
Traded cargo for him and got to rent him for a couple months.
It wasn't a good fit. It
Yeah.
wasn't a good fit for the A's, and we actually had a good year after we traded, and we got some good prospects out of the deal, so it wasn't a bad trade. And Holliday wanted out anyways.
And he's a perfect fit for St. Louis.
Yes, he is.
I mean, the Cardinals have probably been the best team in the National League since he's been there. Let's count 3-0. Right down the middle, strike 1. Weston Bryan taking all the way. And partner, I am excited, man. We are about 2 weeks away from Australia opening day starting, Dodgers D-backs. And after that, about a week after, it'll be regular opening day.
And you know I'll be there at the O.Co Coliseum.
3-1. Or high. Count. That's a walk. Runners now on first and second. Who the A's open up against? Mariners?
The Indians.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've been to every opening day for the past 10 years. Proud about that. It's been the Mariners every single year.
So you're glad you don't have to run into Felix Hernandez this year, right?
Because we always lose opening day because of Bay. I will say 2 years ago, Cespedes, his first major league game, hit a 450-foot home run. And, I mean, it bounced off the sky boxes in center field.
That guy was a monster.
God.
This one playable for Perez. Foul territory. 2 down. Dylan Ederovich swinging at the first pitch.
Here comes Shaw Parker, the right fielder for the Bear Cubs.
2 down here. Runners on first and second. Dane Earps on second base after the 1-out single. And Weston Bryan at first after the walk. And Parker Shaw batting .250 on the air with 4 RBIs.
Dumapay's going to have to get a pitch here.
Dane Earps with the big-time lead over at second. Outside, ball one.
Earps has 1 stolen base on the season.
And especially with 2 down, probably just got to focus on the batter, right?
Mm-hmm. Because he's not going to go anywhere. Go ahead and check the runner. Earps just trying to throw off Dumapay a bit and make sure he gets a big enough lead. 2 outs, you can get a bigger jump because you know you're on contact, you're going on anything.
Parker Shaw, the number 8 hitter. This one hit weakly, 2-hopper, Rubalcaba, throw to Fernandez, and that is a 3rd out. So Santa Rosa strands 2 through 1.5. We are scoreless.
Solano Community College transformed my life.
And gave me the opportunities I needed to succeed.
I received the same university-caliber education.
Without the pressures of debt holding me back. Affordable and flexible, I fulfilled my undergraduate classes.
Getting to the information I truly have a passion for.
The decision to attend SCC empowered my future.
And made my dream of attending Yale University a reality. Solano Community College, the educated choice.
So bottom of the second, no score.
Here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium, you're tuned in to the Solano College Sports Network. And leading off for the Solano Falcons in the bottom of the second is number 9, the right fielder, Darian Evans.
Dude is a monster. 13 RBIs this year for Darian Evans. 1 long ball, and that home run came in his second at bat as a Solano Falcon. And I remember calling a couple of high school football games when he played at Rodriguez. This kid was a beast outside linebacker.
Oh, I could tell. Look at his stature. I mean, he's a big boy. He's got some speed, some power. Oh.
And I think the ball got hurt a little more than that as Evans takes that one. So leadoff man aboard for the Solano Falcons. Talked about Rodriguez, man. They were playing in the Division I Sac Joaquin Section Championship game.
Wow, they were.
Against, I believe it was Jesuit out in Carmichael.
How'd that game turn out?
I believe it's tonight. It might have been last night. I did a little preview on one of my shows at Max Preps. Rodriguez, man, they're 26-2 this year.
Really?
They're balling. Bunts down.
What a beautiful bunt by
and
Tucker.
Stays fair and trying to do a little dance to get by the first baseman, Weston Bryan, but Bishop does his job, gets a sacrifice bunt down. Evans scoring position now with 1 down.
You know, that's something Coach Stover loves to see. Excellent butting and moving the Darian Evans over to second base. Small ball, like you touched on
That's
it
what we were
pregame.
touching on earlier.
You play small ball, that's what Solano type of baseball. You play this type of baseball, you win games.
It's nice when you can get a runner in scoring position and the ball hasn't left the infield, right?
Especially with Brandon Mihalich up at the plate, the DH today.
Batting .500 this year, 1 for 2. This one hit weakly, left field. Dane Erbst makes a play easily, so 2 down.
You know, he just fisted that one out to left field, got jammed.
And if you're Solano here, I don't know if Stover wants guys swinging at the first pitch. You would like it if you make Obranovich work for outs and try and get him out of the game by at least the 6th or 7th inning.
You know, just watching him throw in the pre-inning warm-up, you know, he's got some nasty stuff. And if he gets it going, he gets those pitches start falling for him, oh, man, be a long game for the Falcons.
David Fernandez, a little bit of a cold streak here, dropped down in the order to the 7th spot. There's one of the nasty off-speed pitches you were touching on, partner.
It's a little mixture of a curve and a slider.
It's like a cutter kind of?
Like a cutter-slider type mix there. And,
of course, that's what Ryan Anderson did for the Falcons the last couple of years. High and outside, ball one, count 1-1.
My good buddy Ryan, I actually played with him from 13 all the way up to 17.
Is he playing right now?
You know, I haven't seen or heard from him in a while.
Usually the Daily Republic will come out and talk about what current or former Falcons are doing right now, and I was surprised I didn't see Ryan Anderson in there. Not sure if he's playing ball. Got to talk to Stover about that. 1-1. Fernandez up the box, and that one gets by. Darian Evans, hard turn. Going to be a close play at the plate, and he is tagged out. Big-time throw of Matt Lococo in center field, and that is how the bottom of the second inning ends. Evans gunned down at home. We are scoreless going to the third.
Welcome back to Billy Louise Yarborough Stadium. We're in the top of the third, scoreless, and up to the plate for the Santa Rosa Bear Clubs, the catcher, Spencer Neve.
And Nevy, the right-handed catcher, pops this one a mile high. Got it. Out of play.
Don't worry, he comes over here. I'll protect his Zach. Because I know about Dodgers. They can't catch fly balls.
We can't, man. Yasiel Puig just dives everywhere, bro. But we both know that the Dodgers will win the 2014 World Series this year.
Are you sure? Is it April Fool's Day? I don't think it is. Zach.
0-1, hit well down the left side, and that is a fair ball. Outstanding job. Bobby Contreras gets to it quickly and keeps Spencer Neve to a single. Outstanding job. Bobby Contreras out in left field.
What an excellent play by Bobby Contreras. Hustles over there and strong throw into Rubicabra and holds Neve over at first base. Every 90 feet counts, and that was an excellent play. Still, now we have a double play opportunity.
And see if the leadoff hitter, Matt Lococo, gets the button down and, of course, started the game off with a single to right field. And partner Dumape, 20 pitches through the first 2 innings. Strike, outside corner.
You know, that's what you love to see from a pitcher. You know, about 10 to 13 pitches per inning is what you want your starting pitcher to do and really find a rhythm. Oh, good.
And this one gets away from Acosta. That'll allow Neve to get over to second.
And that would be, on the scorebook, a pass ball. That was a very dirty curve, though. Those are hard, especially breaking away. He tried to shift his body in front and just tipped off his left shoulder pad. And
yeah, tough play for Acosta there. Like you said, partner, a lot of movement on that curve. And Dumape's off speed has been pretty good so far. That one just got away a little bit. So runner in scoring position now, nobody out. Lococo shows bunt, pulls it back outside, 2-1. So Santa Rosa making Dumape work hard here in the top of the third, and it's always nice when you get your number 9 hitter to lead off the inning and get back to the top of the order. This one hit a mile high, and this one's carrying well to right. Evans going back, and he makes the catch just outside of the warning track, and Neve tags up, now over at third base with 1 down. And that ball just kept going back and going back, but Evans, nice job, makes the play. So Lococo now 1 for 2.
That's a sacrifice fly there, Zach. So would it be 1 for 1?
There you go,
don't
partner.
count. Anytime you can move the runner over, it's always a good thing for your team. He did his job. Ooh.
Curve high.
Just slipped out of his fingers. He tried to get the tight grip and just rub some dirt on your fingers there, get a little more grip.
The 1-0. Outside.
Martin grounded into the 6-4-3 double play in the first inning.
And he smoked that one, too,
Yes,
right
he
at
did.
Rubalcaba. And nice backstab by the freshman shortstop. 2-0. Low strike.
Good fastball from Dumapay. He needed that one there.
So Santa Rosa trying to get on the board. They have the catcher Neve over at third, 90 feet away with 1 down. 2-1. Hit to first. Perez touches the bag, but the run comes in to score. Santa Rosa, first run of the afternoon here at Bill and Louise Yarborough Stadium.
Now batting, second baseman, Chase Stafford.
So RBI ground out for Taylor Martin. Now Chase Stafford up with 2 down, nobody on. He flew out to Torres to end the first. Stafford off to a tremendous year this year, batting .362. Curve a little high, ball 1. The 1-0, fisted foul. Now the count even at 1-1. And Santa Rosa already with a little action in the pen.
And there's a ball flying from Santa Rosa dugout over to the Solano as a pitch came in.
Count now 2-1.
If I'm on the mound there, that would upset me a little bit.
Yeah. Because it was literally, like he said, right as he was throwing the ball. Stafford able to check his swing.
You know, you're so focused up on the mound, you're so focused on hitting your spot and getting in, and just some little movement like that could throw you off and cause you to throw a pitch you don't want to throw.
So you got to look at Santa Rosa getting warmed up in the pen. This one hit a mile high center. Torres goes back a few steps. And that is the third and final out. The Bear Cubs get on the board, though. Taylor Martin, RBI ground out through 2.5. 1-0 Santa Rosa.
Bottom of the third here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. And Santa Rosa put one on the board in the top. Now let's see if Solano can answer back with a run of their own. Leading off for Solano is number 12, the center fielder, Gio Torres.
8, 9, and 1 hitters here for the Falcons in the bottom of the third. Acosta on deck, then back to Bobby Contreras. Torres, 176 average this year. And Torres, one of the better defensive center fielders in Northern California. First pitch over for strike one. Obranovich in his third inning of work has allowed one hit. Count now 1-1. And the only hit he allowed ended up being the third and final out in the second when Fernandez hit a single up the box. Evans got gunned down by Matt Lococo.
And what a throw that was. That was a strong throw from center field, one hop to the catcher, and just barely beat Evans at the plate.
Nasty.
Oh. Big swing and a miss from Torres.
Third strikeout for Brett Obranovich now. And he came into today with only 5 on the season. But he's got some nasty movement. Good fastball.
Ian Acosta.
Ian Acosta, the number 9 hitter. Batting 160 with 1 RBI this year. Fastball located perfectly outside corner, strike one. Oh, 1. Second baseman, Stafford. Throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now leadoff hitter to the plate. Number 5. Well, number 3, Bobby Contreras. I don't know why we have number 5 written down on our scorecard here.
Bobby Contreras.
That's my bad writing, partner. I think I had 3, but this one
Ooh.
hit shallow center. Easy play for Matt Lococo. Another quick inning for Brett Obranovich through 3. Falcons trailing 1-0. And we are here, top of the 4th. 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up for the Bear Cubs. Anthony Bender, the shortstop, 0 for 1.
Anthony Bender.
Had a high pop-up to Rubalcaba to lead off the second. Now leading off here in the 4th, Dane Erbst on deck and Weston Bryan in the hole. This one hit well, but out of play.
Good pitch, Vic.
And both pitchers working fast here today. Dumape and, of course, Brett Obranovich. And Obranovich has had single-digit pitch count innings here the last couple innings.
Back-to-back 6-pitch innings.
This one hit well. 3-hopper. Rubalcaba fields it. Strong throw. 1 up, 1 down. Man, this kid is fun to watch with the leather. He's also got a cannon.
Now batting, left fielder, Dane Erbst.
Dane Erbst to the plate now for the Santa Rosa Bear Cubs. I almost said Bearcats. Think about Cincinnati. March Madness is almost here.
Oh,
I
baby.
can't wait. Bracketology, my favorite time of the year.
I know you're happy about Cincinnati, man. You were talking about him on the show yesterday. Sean Kilpatrick, kid can ball. Perfect location. Painting. Outside corner, strike one to Dane Erbst. Erbst 1 for 1. And he was stranded on second base back in the second inning. Outside count
1-1.
1-1. Nice job, Erbst, able to check his swing. Actually, my mistake, partner.
Yes, he
Not
did.
able. And that goes down as strike 2. Count now 1 and 2.
That was an excellent job by the home plate umpire to ask his partner down on the first base line for help.
And Bill Swanson gave the strike call.
Good
Curveball. Hit to center. Torres on the move. And that one drops between Torres and Evans. And that's going to be a one-out double for Dane Herbst.
You know, those are always hard, with especially the curveball coming in. That ball just kept tailing away from Gio Torres, and he thought he had a beat on it, just kept going, so he had to get on his horse and just couldn't get there. So Herbst is standing on second. But continuing with our trivia facts from the show.
Oh, no.
What happened on this day in baseball in 1930?
Well, they had already started?
It has to do with off-season signings.
Okay, I was about to say, what, Babe Ruth got traded?
You were correct with the player.
Okay. Is that when he got traded, or?
On this day in baseball in 1930, Babe Ruth signed a 2-year contract for $160,000 with the New York Yankees at $80,000 a year. He was the highest player of all time in 1930.
That guy knew how to have fun on and off the field.
Back pick.
Herbst back in, head first. Babe Ruth, best baseball player of all time?
He is in the debate.
Who do you got?
I can't give you.
You got to give me throw me a name. Come on, there's somebody.
I'll go with Mickey Mantle.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a Mick.
I mean, I could go Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays.
Willie Mays is my guy.
I know we had this long conversation last night.
Willie Mays is my guy. I mean, you talk about a 5-tool guy. Willie Mays, great center fielder. Of course, made probably the most famous catch in baseball history.
That was an amazing catch.
He hit for power.
Yeah.
He could steal bags. 1-1. Outside corner, strike 2. So Dumapay just painting the outside part of the plate. And Dumapay, a guy that's going to probably live on the outside part. Doesn't throw too hard where he's going to come in and challenge inside.
You know, he's going to hit his locations. He's going to put the pitch where it's hard to hit, and he's going to hit ground ball and fly ball outs. That's the type of pitcher he is. Good curveball.
1-2. Just misses. Count out even at 2-2.
He's got a big break going with his curveball. Starts up about the letters, breaks down to the knees. Filthy.
Yeah, he's done a good job utilizing his curveball here this afternoon. Done a good job mixing in the changeup also. 2-2. Hit right to Perez. Able to get his body in front. Dumapay not over in time. Outstanding job, Perez. Just barely beats Weston Bryan to the first base bag. And Perez, when he looked up, he's like, where you at, man? Come on, man. So nice heads-up play, Nick Perez. And that was just a rope right to him. Good job to get his body in front. And Dylan Ederovich, the DH, at 227, 0 for 1 here this afternoon.
He flew out to the first baseman in foul territory in his first at-bat. You know, let's see if Dumapay can get him here and get out of this inning unscathed.
Especially with the way Obranovich has been dealing a 2-0 lead. It was like a 6-0 deficit with the way he's dealing. Outside ball 1. And especially we were talking on, they need Obranovich to have some, tough innings, throw some pitches, and he's posted back-to-back 6-pitch innings.
You know, he's hitting his spots. He's, hey, I'm throwing it up there, you guys hit it. And they're free swinging, which I like to see.
Good job, Acosta, able to keep that one in front. And Obranovich, man, he's got to be heated, man. The guy's got a 1.42 ERA, but he has 3 no decisions.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, guys. It was the same thing with the Giants back in the day with Matt Cain, man. He'd just never get any run support.
The torture, as the Giants fans like to call it.
Those 2 World Series years, man, that was just torture and torture. This one fouled out of play down the right side. And a little bit of torture for the A's here the last couple of years against the Detroit Tigers.
Oh, you had to go there. You did have to go there. Justin Verlander.
That was for that Dodger blow earlier, bro. I kept that one in the bag. I was like, I'm going to wait till about the top of the 4th inning and come with that one.
Hey, talk to me when you guys win back-to-back NL West championships,
so,
all right?
Give me a couple of years, and it will happen.
Oh.
Swing and a miss, 2-2. As my boy Vince Scully said, deuce is wild. Counts 2-2, 2 down here.
2 outs.
2 down, baby. Dumapay 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. 2-2. This one hit to right. Evans easy play. So outstanding job, Dylan Dumape as Santa Rosa strands Dane Earps 90 feet away on third through 3.5 innings. The Falcons are down 1-0. And we are back here, bottom of the fourth. Solano Falcons down 1-0, and Brett Obranovich, it's been his game so far.
You know, he has found the groove since the first batter. He came out with 2 quick strikeouts and ratted off. He's only had 24 pitches through 3 innings. I mean, the guy is just hitting his spots, and Solano is just free swinging, and Brett's stuff is just lights out today.
And even with the low pitch count, he still has 3 strikeouts on the board, too. And Rubalcaba, one of the 3 victims, struck out in his first at-bat in the first. And so far, Obranovich has only faced 1 batter above the minimum so far through 3. This one hit well down the right side, and that is tailing foul, just barely.
You know, and Obranovich is pitching Rubalcaba outside. He's trying to get his slider, just hitting that outside corner. Just saying, if you're going to hit this, you know, I'm not going to give you nothing to hit, nothing good to hit. You know, just poke it out there. I mean, you're going to get a ground ball, fly ball. Hey, look at him. He's already up on the mound, ready to go. He has found a rhythm. That's when you step in the box right here and you call a quick timeout just to try to throw him off.
This one hit well to center. Lococo played Rubalcaba perfectly. Shallow center, easy play for Lococo. And, man, I am impressed with this guy. He's outstanding at the dish, but outstanding center fielder. So Rubalcaba now over 2.
And you know, it's actually really warm here today. I would say it's a high 70s here in Fairfield, California. No wind, and when the air is warm, the ball likes to hang up there. It travels well, so that's why Lococo is able to come in. The ball just floated up there. A little colder. That ball's down for a single. Which, as an A's fan, I know all about that. The O.co,
right,
you know, you can hit home runs all day during the day, but nighttime, they're really hard to come by. Ball doesn't fly well at night.
This one hit well right between first and second. 1-out single for Nick Perez.
Man, it sounded like that bat was dead.
Right?
And the ump's even looking at it there. That didn't sound right. Now coming to the plate, right
Big
fielder,
D.
Darian Evans.
And, of course, he got hit by a pitch, and the ball got hurt way more for sure, and he got gunned down at home plate, though. Matt Lococo made a nice play as a throw over to first, and Perez had first slide back.
And, you know, Nick Perez got the first hit of the ball game for the Solano Falcons, so Obranovich no longer has a no-no going. We didn't have to use the broadcaster's jinx to break it up.
Hey, Fernie's going to be mad, man. You're taking away a single he had in the second.
Oh, you are correct. I'm sorry. I didn't look that far down. I'm sorry, David Fernandez.
Don't want to make the Fernie mad, all right?
I know he's gonna give me a call later. Like, man, what are you talking about?
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Evans almost took that one again. So count 2-0.
You know, I don't know why Obranovich is trying to work Evans inside. That's his wheelhouse.
Right. And of course, got a little action with the PA addresser, Mark Anthony Smith. Evans hits this one well, bobbled by Martin, and able to get the out at second. Would have maybe been able to turn 2 if Martin could have filled that one cleanly, but still a nice job to get it over to second, and Stafford able to keep his foot on the bag.
Now batting.
So
Third
Evans
baseman,
now 0
number
for 1.
Tucker Bishop.
Fielder's choice.
Yeah. 5-4 fielder's choice.
For you at home, scoring yourself.
Now Tucker Bishop up with 2 down. Darian Evans now at first base. And Bishop had a sacrifice bunt in his first at bat. This one's outside. And of course Bishop, batting .231 this year, was preseason All-American. Him along with David Fernandez. And as you mentioned earlier in the inning, you see the Falcons now calling time a little more, and very important, like you said. I mean, Obranovich is just bam, bam, bam.
You know, the pitcher gets in a rhythm, and he's doing what he wants to do. He's going to hit his spots because it's just like him throwing a bullpen.
Bishop, weak grounder to third. Martin to Bryan, and that is how the bottom of the 4th ends. Falcons down 1-0, heading to the 5th. And we are back here, top of the 5th, and it's been a pitcher's duel so far here through the first 4.
You know, Dumapay's been working his tail off for the Solano Falcons here. His pitch count's getting up there a little bit when Obranovich is just lights out for the Santa Rosa Bear Cub team.
And the bottom of the order up here for Santa Rosa, 8-9-1. Parker Shaw in the box, pulls the bunt back for ball 1.
And you know, if it wasn't from the great play by Matt Lococo, this would be a tie ball game of 1-1. Maybe even more because David Fernandez would have been standing on second base.
This one hit a mile high. Torres going back. So 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the 5th. Now we'll bring up Spencer Neve,
the number 9 hitter, catcher for this Bear Cub team.
Now batting, catcher, Spencer Neve.
Sorry, Neve, it's Spencer Neve, partner, you were right. And Neve scored the only run of the game here. Outside, ball 1.
You know, it would be Neve if you saw one of those
little dash,
the little squiggly lines above the V.
What are those called even?
I don't know. Maybe that's Roxy. She would know.
Hey, Roxy. And look at the old man on the camera, man. He's got his hat backwards. He's a kid all over again. As Mike said, a 47-year-old kid again.
Yeah, we got Roxy Gallegos on the camera, Lonnie Thompson, Greg Poff, and Chelsea Williams and Mike McLeod on the board.
So when you see everything messed up on the board, that's all on Chelsea, man. So the count 2-1 to the number 9 header, Spencer Neve.
A pretty good turnout today here at Billy Luis Yard, real standing.
And even the Santa Rosa fans coming out to support their Bear Cubs. This one hit a mile high. Rubalcaba never saw it, but it's way behind him. Torres comes over to the left. 2 up, 2 down. That's exactly what you want to do when you have the 8-9 hitters. You want to have 2 outs, get back to the top of the order with Matt Lococo. And that's what he failed to do back in the 3rd inning when Santa Rosa got the only run on the board. Neve led off the inning with the single and able to score on an RBI ground out from Taylor Martin.
And Lococo had a fly out to right field, which allowed Neve to go over to third base.
See, now I got you all mixed up,
Exactly.
huh, partner? I've been very impressed with Matt Lococo, and as you touched on, this game would be tied if it wasn't for him. Made a strong throw from center to gun down Darian Evans. And as you mentioned, too, Evans not the best turnaround third. And
yeah, he kind of stutter-stepped around third and made sure he tagged the bag, which, you know, just a little stutter step that cost you an out. But I thought for sure he would have been standing there safely. He's got some wheels.
And as you mentioned, too, there's 2 outs, so obviously you're running on any contact.
And Lococo just made one heck of a play. My hat's off to him.
Yeah, it was a perfect throw. Easy play for Spencer
Neve.
Right? Count 3-0 to Matt Lococo. You get a shot at Taylor Martin right there on deck. 3-0, strike one. And you are checking out Solano College Sports Network. We are here at Bill and Luis Yarbrough Stadium, home of the Solano Falcons. Here with Stash Samoida, I am Zach Poff. Solano 2-10 on the year. Santa Rosa 11-2. 3-1, high and tight, ball 4. And of course, Santa Rosa's on fire. They're 8 wins in a row, and 2 of those wins came against Solano.
Now batting third baseman.
You know, a beautiful Saturday here.
Yeah,
couldn't
beautiful
ask for
day.
better weather, and now the wind's starting to pick up
Right
a
as
little
you
bit.
said that, partner.
Yeah. You know, I was already surprised there was no wind because there's always wind here at Bill
Now
and
we got
Luis
to
Yarbrough
come up
Stadium.
with the SZC, the Stash Samoida curse. First pitch over, strike one to Taylor Martin.
Yeah, I will say I do have a curse about weather because every time I wash one of my vehicles, it rains. No matter what. I mean, it'll be the middle of summer, no rain. All of a sudden, a rainstorm comes in. Like, what? Are you
So
kidding
I'm
me?
guessing you washed your car earlier this
I
week,
did.
so it's all your fault?
Yep.
Thanks,
But,
bro.
Hey, we need rain, though.
I don't need it when I'm driving. Yeah. I hate driving when it's raining, man, because nobody knows how to drive in the rain. It's
No.
like, come on, Pete, it's not the snow, all right? So
Yep.
count 0-2, 2 down.
Only reason you're right. The only reason I don't like driving in the rain because all the idiot drivers out there.
I don't mind it at all, but
They get 'em.
Dumapay's got him picked off. Perez going to have to hustle. Outstanding job, Rubalcaba, and he does not get the call as Bill Swanson gives the safe signal for Matt Lococo. And from our view, I definitely thought Rubalcaba got the tag down in time.
But, you know, the ball was a little late.
Yeah, Perez couldn't get the ball out of his glove.
It did look like he got the tag, but, you know, he could have slid around the tag. We didn't have the best vantage point, as the umpire does.
Can we get replay in community college ball, too?
Hey, we're
You a
waiting
fan of that? Are you a fan of that? Have you seen it? It's been
effective
Yeah.
in Major League Baseball so far. It's only taken about 3 to 5 minutes per.
They tried to get him, and Lococo in time, and he touched on partner. Lococo now 3 for 3 against Solano in stolen bases, 9 for 9 on the year now.
And you know, on a left-handed pitcher, first move, if you're going to go, you go on that first move. And that's exactly what it did. And just turn, you know, look straight at the bag and go in hard because they have to make 2 good throws to get you out. You know, back when I was playing, back in high school days.
Long time ago.
I actually got the opportunity to meet Ricky Henderson at Texas Roadhouse here in
wow.
Fairfield. It was after one of my practices. I sat down with him. And he actually
He's a
talked
nice
to me.
dude.
For 20 minutes, the dude talked to me, and I was talking about the last game. I got picked off by a lefty, and that was his advice. You see that front foot move, you go. Hall of Famer.
Just misses.
Hall of Famer, the greatest leadoff hitter of all time.
You could even make the case that he's a top 10 in Major League Baseball history. I mean,
nobody's ever going to touch his stolen base record.
Whose record did he break?
That is a very good. Ty Cobb?
Close. I think Cobb was 3rd or 4th. Lou Brock.
Lou Brock.
This
Yes.
one hit to Rubalcaba. Fields it. Strong throw. In time. So through 4.5. Falcons down 1-0. And we are back here in the bottom of the 5th. 6, 7, 8 hitters for the Falcons. Brandon Mihalich, David Fernandez, and Gio Torres due up here, bottom 5. And Mihalich saw his 500 average drop down to 333 now. Now 1 for 3 on the year. Getting some PT here today in the DH spot. And that one, don't know where that missed, but
just a hair low. A little low and inside. Umpire gives a little signal there. And Obranovich has almost been unhittable today.
This one hit a mile high, and it's going to go over the Falcons' dugout out of play. And only 2 hits allowed, I believe. Fernandez in the second and Nick Perez in the last inning.
And 1 walk. That was Darren Evans, who was hit by the pitch in the second inning.
3 strikeouts. And once again, that one just misses. Count now 2-0 or 2-1.
You know, it's the second time through the lineup for these guys, coming up on the 3rd time through. Now you've seen him a couple times. Now it's really, okay, you see what he has. You've seen all of his pitches. Now to find the one pitch you want to hit, just like that.
Opposite field, and easy play for the left fielder, Dane Erbst.
You know what I like to see at the end of that play there? Brandon Mihalich, even though he knew he was going to be out, he rounded the base like it was a base hit. I like to see that hustle because that's practice, getting your work in during the game. Excellent hustle play.
And that's the one thing Stover does so well as a coach. I mean, he is all about fundamentals. Play the game the right way. And it's the same thing with Santa Rosa. I mean, Santa Rosa has been one of the best teams in all of Northern California. Of course, made the Final Four last year. Won it all in 2005.
Starts David Fernandez off with a hard curveball in the outside corner.
Fernandez 1 for 1 and was close to getting an RBI, but Evans gunned down at home. Fernandez, a little late, fouls this one over the Santa Rosa dugout.
Finds himself in the hole, 0-2. And I'm expecting a big sweeping slider from Brett Obranovich.
Oh, 2 came the high heat.
Wow. Now here comes the slider.
And he really, after the first inning, hasn't used the fastball as much as he started the game off with. There you go, partner.
There it was.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a hanger, but a lot of movement. Fernandez fouls it off. Gio Torres on deck.
Fernandez is 1 for 1 today, or 1 for 1.
Came into today's game batting .234. Foul tip right into the glove of Spencer Neve. So 2 down. 4 strikeout for Brett Obranovich.
Now Gio Torres stepping up to the plate.
One of 4 strikeout victims for Brett Obranovich. And once again, another quick inning for Obranovich here. Torres bunts this one, foul.
You know, he dropped the bat head, and that's never something you want to do when you're bunting. You want to keep that bat head upright to actually get the ball to go down. As soon as you drop it, it's going to go straight up, and it's going to be an ineffective bunt, and that's when the coach will get on you.
And looking at Stover right now, he just kind of shook his head. 3 hopper to the shortstop. Bender muffs it at first, and Torres, the speedster, beats it out. So that is the first error of the afternoon.
I almost gave a base hit there, but you are correct. That was an error.
There could have been a chance Torres maybe beats it out, but routine play for Bender.
Gio Torres with plus speed over there.
Yeah. He's probably the fastest guy on the Falcons roster. Ian Acosta, the number 9 hitter, 0 for 1. Throw over to first. Torres back, stand it up.
So Obranovich must have heard us saying that he has plus speed, checking the runner over at first.
It's the 3rd time Obranovich has had to pitch out of the stretch. Throw over to first. Torres, not that big of a lead. Back standing up.
You know, you're down by a run. You do not want to get picked off here. You got a little momentum going in your favor.
This one hit to center. Lococo originally went back, able to just come in, make the play. Very impressed with Matt Lococo in center. Falcons down 1-0, heading to the 6th.
Solano Community College transformed my life.
And gave me the opportunities I needed to succeed.
I received the same university caliber education
Without the pressures of debt holding me back. Affordable and flexible, I fulfilled my undergraduate classes.
getting to the information I truly have a passion for,
The decision to attend SCC empowered my future.
and made my dream of attending Yale University a reality. Solano Community College, the educated choice.
We are here top of the 6th inning. Santa Rosa up 1-0.
And up to the plate, the 3-hitter, Chase Stafford, second
Part
baseman.
of the order. Bender and Dane Erbst following Chase Stafford right down the middle, strike one. And Stafford looking for his first hit. 2 flyouts to Gio Torres in center.
Dumapay had good movement on that pitch, hit the outside corner.
And as expected, we thought today would be a pitcher's duel, and it has been. This one hit right up the box, right past Dumapay. So leadoff single for Chase Stafford, his first hit of the afternoon.
And now the big boy Anthony Bender comes to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day, but this guy has some power.
And he's that new era type of shortstop, the Troy Tulowitzki type, 6'3".
And you notice he tucked in his back pocket, no longer has the elephant
Watch,
ear.
now he's going to get a hit. 0 for 2. This one hit foul territory, and Perez giving it a chase, but out of play. And you know what's funny is I bet the guys in the dugout probably knew about it, but they just let it, we're going to let it go 3 innings, then we'll let them know.
Yeah, if a player wants to try it, go right ahead. It might work for them for most of the time. I believe last year in the MLB, I think players with elephant ears that have them were batted at 219.
Wow.
Some were really low around there.
So I'm guessing Josh Reddick had his out a lot last year,
right?
Did. This one in the dirt. And it was nice to see the A's give him a little dough. Josh Reddick, of course, 2 great catches.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Against the same guy. Poor Mike Morris, man.
And that first one he robbed could arguably be the best play in Major League Baseball this year. The totem pole set up high.
Bender pulls it back, and he had one of those last year, right?
He had a couple of them last year. But 2 years ago in Toronto, when
that's the one I was
Spider
thinking
Reddick came out.
That wall's 10 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, he just got up there and held onto it and just stood right there and caught the ball. There's no rule against you hanging onto the fence.
That was one of the most athletic and best plays I've ever seen in baseball history. This one smoked over Tucker Bishop.
Bobby
Contreras on the move. Takes a tricky hop. Stafford's going to score standing up, and that is an RBI double for Anthony Bender. 2-0 now, Santa Rosa. And like I said, partner, he got it. He got that fixed and smokes this one for an RBI double.
Stafford should be standing on third base, but it took a weird hop off the batting cage down the left field corner. Home field advantage, usually you practice on this field and you get to see that, but when it kicks off, you never know where it's going to go. It can stay there stuck under, or it can bounce like it did. Tough play for Bobby Contreras.
Yeah, I can't remember who hit it last year, but the ball actually got stuck over there, and the umpires didn't even rule it a double. Was it inside the park home run?
Did the outfielder throw up his hands?
I think it might have been Crosby, actually.
Did the outfielder throw up his hands?
You know what? I cannot remember. I didn't do the game. I just remember The old man telling me.
Because the umpires will, if they don't see it, they're not going to call it. And if
it's not their job.
As an outfielder, I was always taught to, hey, if the ball goes under, throw your hands up right away to let the umpires know so the play is dead.
1-0 outside, count now 2-0. So Dumapay struggling here in the top of the 6th. Back-to-back hits and a run allowed. Stafford led off with a single. Scored on Bender's double.
Now he's at 80. He's at the 80 pitch mark right now. So you see some action down in the Solano bullpen.
2-0. Right center. Evans, right fielder, makes the play. Bender trying to tag.
Good strong throw from Evans.
Throw, and Bender with a nice slide, able to keep his hand on the bag.
What a great throw by Darian Evans in right field.
He's got that Yasiel Puig cannon, or I'll stick with your guys, corner outfielders. You got two of the best arms in Reddick and Cespedes. Who's got a better arm between those two? Reddick?
That's a toss-up. I mean, Cespedes is just a freak of nature. That guy can do it all. He's a 5-2 player.
I mean, him and Puig are so similar.
Yes, they are.
I mean, they're LeBrons in baseball, man. They're just built.
They're cut from the same cloth. You know, Cuba finally letting the players come over to the United States to start playing, and pretty soon, you know, the Dominican Republic took over in the early 2000s with Pedro Martinez and David Ortiz.
Still mad I got that question wrong yesterday.
I can't believe you went with Barry Zito.
I know. Well, you're an A's fan, bro. I thought you were going to go that route.
I had Tim Hudson in there already.
I know. That's why I thought you were trying to trick me.
Well, for the viewers at home, the question was, who finished?
Now you're going to make me feel even dumber, bro.
Who won the Cy Young in 2000 ahead of Tim Hudson?
And the answer was not Barry Zito.
It was Pedro Martinez.
Who did Jake go with? Roger Clemens? That's a good guess.
It was a solid guess. You know, Yankees-Red Sox, those were fierce rivalry, still is.
Not just the best rivalry in baseball, probably the best rivalry in all sports. Dumapay gets the curve over for strike. Count 1-1.
You know, I think the Rangers and the A's are starting to build their own little rivalry. Going back 2 years ago, game 162, then last year, A's winning it again.
This one hit right at Torres in center. As this one is cut off.
And that was an ugly slide from Anthony Bender. He could have hurt himself with that one.
And Torres, great with the glove, but arm strength not there. Kind of reminds me of Coco Chris a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You know, he has all the speed in the world to cover anywhere in that outfield, but that's what you look for in a center fielder, though. Your corner outfield positions have your best arms, and the center fielder is just there to pick up the loose balls and pick up the mess.
So, I believe we have a pinch hitter, Nate Edwards, now in the dish, batting for Weston Bryan. It's Dane Earps gets the RBI sac fly, 3-0 now, Santa Rosa. So 2 runs here in the top of the 6th for the Bear Cubs. Outside corner, strike 1. So Dane Earps having himself a game. As Weston Bryan goes down 0 for 1 with the walk. And this one hit to shallow center, drops for a single for Nate Edwards out of Vintage High School. So 2-out single.
Now batting right fielder, Parker Shaw.
That'll bring up Parker Shaw. And my mistake partner.
Came in for Dylan Ederovich, the DH. And it looks like that is all she wrote for Dylan Dumapay. We are having ourselves a pitching change here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. You are tuned in to the Solano College Sports Network, your home for Solano sports.
So Drew Lamont coming out of the pen for Stover here, trying to get the third out in the sixth. 2 runs already on the board for Santa Rosa. So Dylan Dumape goes 5 2/3, 3 earned so far.
You know, 2 walks, 6 hits, 86 pitches, no strikeouts. Hey, that's a pretty good day, though, you know.
Usually, you know, you allow 3 runs and we're in the 6th inning. Solano's, they're still in the game, obviously, but the way Obranovich is dealing, Lamont just misses, ball 1.
And Drew Lamont actually started the first game between these two guys when Solano lost the Heartbreakers 6-3. He went 4 1/3.
And Lamont making his 5th appearance for the Falcons, 4th time out of the bullpen. Count 2-0.
Yeah, that's something you don't like to see from your pitcher if you're coming from a coaching standpoint. You know, you bring your guy out of the pen, you expect him to come in throwing strikes and hitting the zone, but he comes out rattling off 2 straight balls. See if you can come back here and answer with a strike.
Nate Edwards, who pinch hit for Dylan Edrovich over at first base. Weston Bryan got the RBI sacrifice fly. So the count 2-1, and Drew Lamont, as you mentioned, partner, 12+ innings this year, ERA 8.03. This one hit to Fernandez at second. Throw to first in time. Santa Rosa gets 2 more on the board and heading to the bottom of the 6th. The Bear Cubs up 3-0. Back to the top of the order for the Falcons here in the bottom of the 6th. 3rd time through the order. And Brett Obranovich has been in control the whole game. And see if maybe Solano, like you said earlier, partner, maybe take a couple more timeouts, step out of the box. Don't allow him to kind of get in the zone and do his normal thing. Bobby Contreras leading off, looking for his first hit, 0 for 2.
And you know, he struck out in the 1st inning. And he had a 5-pitch at bat. In the 2nd inning, he swung at the first pitch he saw, flied out to the center fielder.
And there you go. Takes one off the leg. 1 pitch. Runner aborted for the Falcons. Runner on for Solano. 2nd time he's drilled a batter.
Solano got their leadoff man on. No outs. Let's see if they can come back in this game. Only down 3 runs.
And you're down 3-0. I know it's still a lot of time to go. We're on the bottom of the 6th. Is he bunting right here? Or are you letting him swing?
You know,
batting 194 on the year, 0 for 2 today.
I would definitely have him in a bunt, yes. You know, he's already struck out once, and he flew out to center field also, just like Bobby Contreras. So get the bunt down, get 1 run on the board to cut that deficit to 2. Still have a lot of game left.
Especially with Perez and Evans following Rubalcaba. Pulls it back, pokes it the other way, and that one just foul. And that's the 2nd time Rubalcaba has hit one down the right field line and just barely tailed foul.
I like the slash call there. You don't see that too often anymore in Major League Baseball or college baseball for that. And just has a bunt out there, just rips it back. And
it worked perfectly. Got a great pitch to hit.
You know, just ball goes over a couple more inches. That's a fair ball, and Contreras was on his horse, and he would have been around to score on that pitch.
Yeah, Contreras outside of Torres, might be the fastest guy on the team. Let's see if the bunt's back on. Rubalcaba takes that one for strike 2, so the count now 0-2.
That was a big breaking curveball from Brett Obranovich. That started on the inside part of the plate and broke back over to the inside corner.
0-2, gets away. Contreras takes off, head first, and he is safe.
What a great read. He didn't get the greatest jump, but he saw the catcher had to go get the ball, so he committed, didn't hesitate, and he got there.
And that one didn't get too far away from Spencer Neve. And like you said, partner, just a great read. Took off right when he saw it go.
And you know when you're on the base like that, if you're going to go, you have to go. There's no hesitation. You hesitate, you're out. Be confident in your decision that you're making.
1-2, strike 3, outside corner.
Gets him looking for the second time today.
So 5 strikeouts now for Brett Obranovich. So Nick Perez, 1 for 2.
First baseman,
know,
13.
Obranovich is only at 48 pitches here in the 6th inning,
Wow.
so he has been dealing all day long.
Yeah, just looking at his stats, you knew this guy was going to be good with an ERA under 2. Throw to second, and Contreras thought about sliding.
You got to get dirty. Don't be afraid to get dirty. There's washing machines that can clean the uniform after the game. You never want to make that close. You want to make sure you're up.
And you could tell he was in between there. He kind of did the half slide, stand up, and kind of awkward on his foot. Took a little off there. Perez out in front. And Nick Perez has for sure been the most consistent hitter for Solano this year. Nick Perez, one of your boys, right?
Yeah. Played Little League with Nick, and he was fellow Rodriguez Mustang like I was. You know, he used to pitch back in Little League, but yet again, who didn't, right?
Right.
And now he's really developed into a good young ball player, batting in the 3-hole for the Solano team. And like I was saying, he can just spread the ball around the field. He puts the ball where he wants to put it at will.
And it's tough. I mean, he's replacing Alex Crosby, who was a very good first baseman for Solano. Also played a little bit of third, but this one hit.
Ripped down the first
baseman, Brian. Nice play. Contreras now down to third with 2 outs, so 2-out RBI opportunity for Darian Evans.
And Nick got his job done by just moving the runner over 90 feet. I mean, he did smoke it down the first base line, and the first baseman was playing him excellent down the line. And here's big boy Darian Evans.
All right, Darian.
0 for 1, grounded into a fielder's choice. Back in the 4th, got hit by a pitch in the 2nd. And this is the 2nd time the Falcons have got the leadoff hitter board. This one inside, count 2-0. The last time they did was a hit by pitch from the guy in the box, Darian Evans, and he got thrown out at home.
And it looks like he might have tore a hole in his pants when he slid at home. I'm looking right now, and his left leg got a big old hole. So he'll be getting some new pants after this game.
All right. So the count 3-0. Tucker Bishop on deck. And, of course, going against Darian Evans. Obranovich might not give him anything to hit. And he comes right down the middle, strike 1.
I was a little bit on the outside corner, not right down the middle. If it was down the middle, Evans would have been swinging.
3-0, green light.
Green light.
3-1, off
Good
speed.
eye.
So Tucker Bishop, sophomore, will have a chance here with 2 down, runners on the corners.
So Solano needs a big hit here. Down by 3 in the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs, runner on the corners.
Third baseman, number 1.
Tucker Bishop has a chance to get the Solano Falcons on the scoreboard and cut this deficit down a little bit.
And I think a lot of people thought Tucker Bishop would be having a little better year this year. Of course, preseason All-American in Northern California, about 231. But a big chance right here. 2 RBIs on the year for the Falcons sophomore third baseman. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it out of play down the right side. So Darian Evans has now been aboard twice, hit by a pitch in the 2nd and a walk here in the 6th. Bobby Contreras at third.
My question to you, Zach, would you send Darian Evans and have him steal second here?
I mean, the Falcons, as a throw over to first, the Falcons have done that play a lot where they'll send Evans late and they'll allow Contreras to try and come in and score before Evans gets tagged out. But right now, I'm letting Tucker Bishop do his thing and not sending anybody. Bishop hits this one a mile high. Parker Shaw, the right fielder, goes back a few steps. Easy put out. So Contreras stranded at third. Evans at first. Through 6 innings, Falcons down 3-0. Our girl Chelsea getting on us, man.
Yeah.
She just keeps saying whenever you guys are ready. I guess we're ready, partner.
Top of the 7th. Spencer Neve coming to the plate, the catcher. Number 9 hitter for the Santa Rosa Bear Cubs.
Drew Lamont came in, got the final out in the top of the 6th. So Dylan Dumape officially charged with 3 earned runs. And Spencer Neve, 1 for 2, scored the first run of the game.
You know, Dumape really battled for Solano, keeping him in this game.
Yeah, he pitched well.
Definitely has a couple things to work on, but other than that, it was a good positive outing, especially going into the season. Now he got a little confidence booster. Hey, held this number 3 Santa Rosa team to only 3 runs.
The 1-1. Rubalcaba, backstab, going to be a tough play. Strong throw in time.
Wow,
okay,
what a play by Rubalcaba.
Now I see the comparisons to Bubba Johnson after that play. That was an outstanding job, Rubalcaba, just to get to that and the strong throw all the way to first.
He's deep in the hole and backhands it, and he just has to step and fire. He just threw it off his back foot and threw a rocket over to Nick Perez to get Spencer Neve for the first out of the inning.
That was a big-time play right there.
And I can see why Coach Stover's so high, talks so highly about Rubalcaba.
I mean, that was identical to what Patrick Bubba Johnson did 2 years here at Solano, managing the shortstop position.
And I guarantee you, Bubba probably taught him a little bit of how to do that.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, Lamont's got to take him out to get something to eat after that.
Yeah.
I mean, saved him a hit right there. So the count's 1-1 to Lococo, who's having himself a very good game. He's been aboard twice, a single in the first and a walk in his last at-bat. He's made great plays in center field. I've been very impressed with this Santa Rosa team. I mean, as you said, they're ranked 3rd in Northern California. It's Lamont. He gets out of the way.
Watch yourself there, big boy. You know, you catch one of those off the ankles, and those sting, man. Matt Lococo stays hot.
2 for 3 now, Lococo, and he's been aboard safely 3 times. Taylor Martin, batting .347 this year.
Yeah, he's hitless today.
0 for 3, but did have an RBI ground out. Got his 5th RBI on the year, back in the 3rd. Lococo takes off. This one's fouled off his foot.
Hit and run was in place.
And, of course, Lococo almost got gunned down earlier when Dumape made a nice play, but Perez couldn't get the ball out in time and able to steal his 9th bag on the year. So Santa Rosa up 3-0 here, top of the 7th. 1 out. Lococo over on first base. A 1-out single. Lococo able to get back easily. And really the story of this game has been Brett Obranovich. Just been a beast on the hill. Costa thought about it.
Ooh,
strike one.
Called.
Strike two.
Strike two. You know, most of the time you don't get that call when the catcher pops up looking for the back pick over down the first baseline, but the strike was there, so the blue called it. And Martin finds himself in a hole, 0-2. Coco leads off first, and they try to get him over at first. Gets back safely.
And Lamont's got a pretty good move for a righty.
Quick and accurate.
Yeah. So important for Solano here. You don't want to give up any more runs the way Obranovich has been pitching. 0-2 just outside, a little low. Count now 1-2 to Taylor Martin, number 2 hitter.
You know, one of the differences between these two teams is I'm hearing a lot of chatter from the Santa Rosa Ball Club.
I don't think I've heard one thing from Solano.
Exactly. You know, everybody's up on Santa Rosa's bench encouraging their players to do better, and they're yelling at them, hey, get this. Hey, that's a ball. You know, good take. Just cheering on their teammates, and you don't hear too much of that from the Solano Falcons. They're not the rah-rah team. They do their talking on the field.
You'll hear a little bit of stuff coming from their side, though. But really, I mean, no runs on the board, not too much to cheer about here this afternoon. I mean, Dumapay did a really good job on the hill, but
that's when you need that one guy to step up and really just get on, start getting on everybody. Hey, let's go. We're down. We haven't scored a run all game. Let's get a run on the board. Let's go. Let's get into the game.
Strike 3, outside corner. Nice job, Drew Lamont.
Good job.
So I believe that's the first strikeout the Falcons have.
And they got him looking. And once again, that's a hard call there by the umpire. He makes the correct call.
So that'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Chase Stafford. Actually, Mike Reynolds now batting here. And Mike Reynolds, the freshman out of Cloverdale High.
When a batter comes up to the batter's box, you have to hit him walking out.
Stover comes out to take the ball from Drew Lamont, whose day is done. And I believe Angel Lara is coming in to pitch now for Stover and the Falcons. And Angel Lara has been in Stover's doghouse a little bit, but he's been pitching pretty well when he's gotten his opportunities for head coach Scott Stover. And on the year, Lara making his 5th appearance, 0-1, ERA at 4.50. He's got 8 innings this season. Drew Lamont came in and did pretty well. Got the final out in the top of the 6th and able to retire the first 2 here. Lococo over at first base with the single. And Angel Lara, the lefty. And a sophomore out of Dixon High School. And of course, 2 years ago, he was a true freshman and was pitching very well. Had a little bit of a snowboarding accident, got put on the shelf, and didn't play last year at all. And you gotta love it, man. You come out to Snoop, I love it.
Yeah, big curveball there. And this guy's got some good stuff. I watched him a lot in the early part of the season down in the bullpen. He has a pretty good fastball, comes at you quick. He hides his release point very well. And he's got that big old curveball. And then, of course, all of Solano's pitching's favorite pitch, the changeup.
I know, that was funny when we did those interviews. All of them said, I love changeup, man.
And, if you could throw a successful changeup, you'll go a long ways in this game.
Number 23.
And Mike Reynolds now in, and Chase Stafford done for the afternoon. And Reynolds batting 143 on the year, the freshman. Shows bunt, pulls it back as that one misses, ball 1. So Chase Stafford 1 for 3 this afternoon.
Angel Laura kicks and fires. Runners going.
Coco. Throw. Ball's dropped. And he would have been gunned down if Rubalcaba could have held on to it.
The umpire is ready to give the
was
big
ready,
out
right?
call. You know, he's ready to punch him out. And the ball just trickled out of Rubalcaba's glove. So 2 outs, runner on second. Count is 2-0 to Mike Reynolds, the pinch hitter.
And, of course, Reynolds, not too many at-bats this year. 1 for 7 on the year, batting 143. This one hit towards the Falcons' dugout, so strike 1, 2-1.
Angel Laura really needs to buckle down here and just throw some strikes and get out of this inning. And they can't allow another run to go across the plate the way that Brett Obranovich has been throwing today for the Bearcats.
2-1.
Big
Out.
curveball.
So good job, Laura. He fell down 2-0, just like Drew Lamont when he came in the previous inning. Fell down 2-0.
You know, Angel Laura has, you know, an inherited runner out there on second base, so it is a little difficult coming out of the pen. You got to run around. You got to come out in the stretch. Most of the time, you like to start an inning fresh. You know, starting the windup.
2-2, just outside, count full.
And I didn't see where that one missed, Zach.
I'm right there with you, partner.
That was a really good pitch.
And that's tough for Mike Reynolds to be able to take that one. I mean, that was just a nasty pitch.
You know, he wanted to swing at that one. I could tell in his eyes. His eyes got about 3 feet, you know, really big.
3-2, inside corner. Have a seat. Angel Laura comes in and gets a strikeout. So through 6.5, Falcons down 3-0, and it's time to stretch, folks.
Base runners, let's go.
Hello, I'm Catherine. I'm from Colombia.
My name is Ramo. I'm from Syria.
My name is Sandy. I am from China.
My name is Pat. I'm from Peru. My name is Anna and I'm from Mexico.
Hi, my name is Huy Nguyen. I'm from Vietnam. I'm designed to come to Solano College because I want to improve my English.
At Solano Community College, the ESL program has students from around the world.
Students get instructions in speaking, writing, and reading grammar and vocabulary.
You can improve your English and get a better job or a promotion or transfer to a university.
In ESL Lab, students work with a teacher one-on-one and practice pronunciation, listening, conversation, and note-taking. You can improve your English
And we are done stretching as we head to the bottom of the 7th.
You didn't pull anything, did you, partner?
I did a little bit. I think it's my hammy.
Put him on the shelf, baby. 15-day DL.
And up to the bat for the Solano Falcons, number 14, Brandon Mihalich.
And got a new pitcher on the hill, so maybe Solano can get things going against Alex Perez, the sophomore lefty out of Casa Grande High. What a job, Brett Obranovich. 6 innings, no earned runs.
I think his pitch count was at 60 pitches, so obviously you could really tell it's preseason because he was just dealing today. If this was regular season game or a postseason game, he probably could have gone the distance.
It's pretty good when you have a 1.42 area coming in and it drops. Mihalich hits this one weakly, and it rolls foul. So the count stays at 1-2. And Perez, 6'3", 205-pound, big righty.
He rocks, kicks, and fires. And Mihalich finds the gap between the first and the first baseman and the pitcher, and they get him out at first.
And partner, I need to get my eyes checked because J.J. Jameson, the big 6'6" righty out of Cardinal Newman, is out on the hill, and I believe he pitched the game that you did, right?
Yes, he did.
Second baseman, number 2, David
And
Fernandez.
J.J. Jameson, man, 6'6", big dude.
He pitched 5 innings in that game and only allowed 2 runs, and it was the first inning. And then after that, he really settled in.
And pitches outside. David Fernandez. 1 for 2. Shows bunt, pulls it back, outside corner, strike 1.
You know, he had the big hit in the bottom of the second inning where Darren Evans was gunned down at the plate. That could have been a big momentum change for this game.
1-1, fouled out of play, and I was about to ask you that. How do you think this game would be different right now if Evans was able to score that run and put Solano on the board, 1-0?
You know, it would definitely give Solano a confidence booster and let him relax a little bit. Right now, they're looking like they're a little tight. You know, they're trying to get a run on the board so bad, and they're not swinging the bats particularly well so far early in the part of the season. So they just need a couple breaks. Once they get the couple breaks, the ball bounces their way, they'll be fine. It's just a struggle. The struggle is real right now.
J.J. Jameson, the freshman, making his 9th appearance on the year. Fernandez hits it right back to him. Little underhand toss to first, 2 up, 2 down. And J.J. Jameson, you know, you thought a 1.42 ERA was good. He comes in rocking a 0.79 ERA.
Yeah, you know, this guy, he went 5 innings like I touched on earlier. Oh, the game they played here, we got the broadcast. And I'm talking, I mean, that guy was just lights out. You know, he led off, Fernandez led off with a walk, and then there was an error to Contreras, and then Evans got a base hit, and Faulkner got a base hit, which put 2 runs on the board.
Torres shows bunt, pulls it back, ball 1.
And at one point in that game, he rattled off 5 straight strikeouts, and he had a total of 8 strikeouts on the day.
Nasty pitch. Torres out in front, count 1-1, and on the year, 11 strikeouts to 3 walks.
And this guy just dominates the Falcons lineup.
Now at 23-plus innings this year. I mean, it's just nasty looking at him along with Obranovich, and then throw in Brandon Hagerla, 0.72 ERA. Torres, foul tip, so the count 2-2.
You know, Gio's due. He reached on an error in the bottom of the 5th. Struck out in the 3rd.
Counts full.
You know, Solano does have a very young team this year. A lot of sophomores left and went to continue on their playing careers at various different colleges.
Torres hits this one, left center. Dane Earps there for the final out here in the 7th. The 1-2-3 inning for J.J. Jameson. 3-0 Santa Rosa heading to the 8th.
Get a better job and a promotion or transfer to a university.
It is a great program. I feel more comfortable.
I'm able to speak English more.
Love my classmates is such a great experience for me.
I can move to take some classes with native speaker here.
I don't need anybody to translate me.
Be part of our great program.
Start your dream.
Change your life.
You'll never know what can get you until you try.
Join us!
And we are back here at the top of the 8th, and you're tuned in to the Solano College Sports Network, your home for Solano sports, as Anthony Bender leads off the top of the 8th for the Santa Rosa Bearcats. And
Angel Laura still out there on the hill.
Bear Cubs. I keep getting that wrong today.
You're on that Cincy hype still, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I do love seeing this baby blue. North Carolina and Duke later on tonight. Carolina going to get that season sweep.
I don't know, Jabari Parker.
Cameron Crazy's going to be out there, though. at Cameron Indoor Stadium tonight. Your boy Jabari, probably the best, most talented player in college hoops. 1-1. Hit to Fernandez. 1 up, 1 down. So, partner, guess how many hits Solano has in this one?
I'm going to go, not looking at my scorecard. I'm not going to cheat.
Don't cheat, bro.
I'm going to go 3 hits.
Not even. 2.
2.
2 hits.
And that was Fernandez and Evans?
Come on, your boy. Nick Perez.
Nick Perez. Sorry, Nick.
First, you tried to take away Fernandez's hit earlier. Now you're taking it away from your boy?
I wasn't going to make that mistake for Fernandez again. You know, you can't win a ball game with 2 hits. I mean, you can, but it's really hard to do. You know, Dayners has an unorthodox batting stance. He's really using his elbow and just kind of flailing it. Kind of looks like the motion of the ocean.
There you go, partner. Look at you. He's on fire today. And Herbs, 2 for 3. Chopper, Rubalcaba again. Backstab, Pickett, strong throw in time.
I mean, the highlight of the day, if anything, has been the shortstop position of Alvaro Rubalcaba. Anything that's hitting there, that is a vacuum cleaner.
He's just sucking everything up, man. I mean, this kid just needs to just paint his glove gold, baby.
Right.
He's like, hey, Bubba. He looked right at Bubba Johnson as he did it. He looked at the ball, baby. He's like, hey, Bubba, this one's for you.
Weston Bryan stepping up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. Strike called.
I mean, Rubalcaba, that's the 3rd backstab. And just not only that, but just a strong throw.
Yeah, the first one was a double play. Second one was deep in the hole. And the third one there was just a great play.
Nasty.
Ooh, filthy. That had a late bite. That was just
very impressed with Angel Laura here. I really think that Stover needs to have this guy be one of the starting pitchers. He was outstanding as a freshman. Of course, last year he didn't play. He was hurt the year before that, his freshman year, and he actually took a foul ball right off the face on the Falcons' dugout, and that ended his season. I believe he fractured his cheekbone. 1-2, nasty. See you later, Angel Laura now with 2 down. Maybe that'll get some momentum for the Falcons here. Going into the bottom of the 8th, 1-2-3 inning for Angel Laura, down 3-0.
All right, bottom of the 8th, and Solano is down to the last 6 outs to come back in this game, down 3-0. And we have a pinch hitter coming up for the Solano Falcons, number 18, Jacob Pawlowski.
This guy's a monster.
You know, I actually got
6'5", 215.
I actually had a speech class with him last semester with your dad. And this is one funny cat, and he's actually a pitcher, but this guy can bowl.
This guy's a monster, dude. 6'5", and I remember interviewing him. It was, like you said, it's a very funny dude. And making his 4th at bat, fouls it straight back towards us. Still looking for his first hit, 0 for 3.
You know, he is a relief pitcher,
yeah.
So he doesn't see a lot of at-bats. But, you know, with only 2 hits in the game, might as well send him up there. He's got a little power.
And chops this one foul. Count now 1-2. And see if Solano can find a way to get the leadoff guy on, maybe get a little rally here in the bottom of the 8th. This place really not much energy at all. As you saw in between innings, man, we got people knitting in the crowd. 1-2 outside and low. Count now 2-2.
Yeah, you know, ever since the beginning of the game with Brett Obranovich just coming out on fire and really silenced the crowd, and Solano hasn't been able to get anything going here in late.
Little high, so the count's full.
Good eye by Jacob Pawlowski.
Contreras on deck. 3-2 from Jameson. Nice job staying alive. Fouls this one out of play.
He swung a ball for there.
Yeah. But anything that's kind of close, you got to protect, right?
Protect, yes.
And this guy, man, he's only had 3 at-bats. He wants to swing. Man.
Yeah.
He's not trying to get the free walk. 3-2. And takes this one. Strike 3 outside corner.
So maybe he shouldn't have taken my advice. Maybe just keep swinging.
So back to the top of the order for the Falcons. It'll be the 4th time through the lineup. And, I mean, it's always nice when, you know, Obranovich is dealing, goes 6 strong. Oh, hey, we'll get J.J. Jameson out of the pen. I mean, this guy is just as filthy, and the same thing. He works very quick outside Contreras, ball 1.
He pitches just as fast as you can.
Yeah. This one hit. Third baseman. Martin muffs it momentarily, still able to make the play. Contreras trips over the first base bag. So 2 up and 2 down for Jameson.
What a good play by Taylor Martin over at third base. You know, he muffed it, picked it up, makes a strong throw over to first, but I guess that's why you have third baseman needs to have a strong arm, those long throws.
And that's the second time he's muffed one, but stuck with the play. Earlier he got the fielder's choice, just had to throw to second that time around.
A good hustle by Bobby Contreras, trying to beat it out. You know, he tripped over the bag. He's okay. Baseball players are tough, even though they don't get the respect that they get from other sports.
I mean, it's not like how LeBron James is, you know.
Yeah, break your nose.
King of flopping.
Yeah, no, King James, King Flop.
Rubalcaba tries to bunt. Foul, count 2-1. And Solano just cannot get anything going. Only 2 hits for Solano.
Let's see if Rubalcaba can come up with a big hit here for Solano.
This one hit center. Lococo.
And that ball
easy play.
It's just floating up there. It's not diving down. An easy play for Lococo, like you said, partner. And that's all we have for you at the bottom of the 8th. They're heading to the 9th. All right, top of the 9th here on SCSN, your home for Solano Sports. And we have another pitching change for Solano. Number 14, Brandon Mihalic, the DH, coming in to pitch.
You don't see that all the time, right?
Yeah, you know, we were just asking, like, how does that work out? The DH gets excluded, and now every pitcher has to hit. Eric Olson checks in behind the plate.
Big number 40, Nate Edwards, getting his second at-bat. And he came in the 6th inning for Dylan Ederovich. And he's 1 for 1. 0-1. Painting outside corner. And you were mentioning this before this inning. Mihalic was out there. His kid's got a little pop.
Yes, he does. You know, he was popping the mid. I could hear it from where we're sitting. It's always a good sign.
Just outside, 1-2.
And, you know, on an 0-2 count from a team coached by Coach Stover, you know that's the pitch that's coming. Something blown away they can't even touch.
Coming again right here, right?
Big curveball. Couldn't get on top of it. Dropped his elbow, not allowing him to get up on top of that. With a curveball, you want to come down with it. You drop your elbow a little bit, it'll float up, and that's where the hangers come from, and that's where people can take you deep.
2-2. This one hit the second. Fernandez in time. 1 up, 1 down.
You know, that play was closer than I thought it would have been.
Yeah, it seemed like Fernandez taking his time over there at second.
Well, not only that, I think once it hit the grass, it was fisted off the bat, so it didn't have a lot of momentum going towards it, and when it hit the grass, just really died. So Fernandez, recognizing it, got on top of the ball quickly and made the out.
And up the middle defensively as Parker Shaw takes that one for strike 1. I mean, they're set, man. You got Rubalcaba at short, and then you throw in Fernandez at second, who was the shortstop last year for Solano.
And David Fernandez also doubles as the team's closer. Oh, that was a good curveball. I guess it just passed the letters.
Not sure where that missed.
That was just high.
Yeah.
It crossed high and broke late.
Do you think that's affecting Fernandez at the plate, though, as being the closer this year, too? I mean, he's only batting .234.
And he's the leader. You know, he's one of the captains on the team, so there's a lot of pressure on him. And
high ball, 2.
It's always hard, you know, especially coming out of a stellar freshman season, coming to your sophomore season, high expectations. It's really hard to live up to those. You can get inside your own head very easily. And you got to, as a baseball player, you got to have a short memory. You know, you got to have Alzheimer's out here.
Right. Yeah, because if you don't have that short memory, man, you're just going to keep beating yourself up. Baseball, out of all sports, probably the most mental sport, I think. A little half swing. Mihalic flipped first. 2 up, 2 down.
And, you know, yeah, baseball is a very tough mental game. If you're not mentally tough, you won't last. Just, you know, you can strike out 7 out of 10 times. You're a 300 hitter. You're a great baseball player. So you have to fail more times than you succeed. Baseball teaches you a lot about life also. The ups and downs.
As Spencer Neve fouls this one straight back.
Oh, nice.
This one poked. It's going to drop in front of Evans. That's a nice pitch, but even better job. Spencer Neve just went with the pitch and able just to poke that one to right.
You know, I'm very impressed by the strides that Solano's pitching have made from the beginning of the season until now. I mean, I'm looking at this thing here. It's the stat sheet. 2, 3. They've had 4 games where they've allowed 10 or more runs. And really holding this team to 3 runs. Pretty impressive.
Outside corner, strike 1.
And Matt Lococo, this guy is a red hot. 2 stolen bases on the day, 2 singles and a walk.
And just countless plays out in center, too. I mean, gunned down Evans. This one hit well. Evans diving play, and he makes the catch big time.
Wow.
Darian Evans. Right? Hashtag SC top 10. Falcons hopefully can get a little momentum going to the bottom of the ninth, down 3-0. Well, partner, you got Journey playing. Don't stop believing. See if that can maybe get the Falcons here in the bottom of the ninth. They've got the heart of the order coming up with Perez, Evans, and Bishop.
You know, down to their final 3 outs, down by 3 runs. They need base runners, so try to work the count. We have a new pitcher in for the Santa Rosa Bear Cubs, VJ Patel.
Out of Maria Carrillo High School.
You know, he has a little bit of a sidewinder here, so you got to pick up that release point.
Freshman righty. Strike one.
Oh, sorry.
Jay Jamison went 2 innings. 6 up, 6 down for Jamison. Falcons only 2 hits, and we're in the 9th inning here, down 3-0.
You know, I was wrong. He is not a sidewinder. It's just the way he comes set. It looks like he wants to dip down, but he has a 3/4. He hides his.
Hey, don't worry about it, partner. I've been wrong a lot today, so making me feel better about myself. That one in the dirt, counting out 2-1. And important here for Perez to just find a way, any way possible, to get on base, start a rally here in the bottom of the 9th.
Like you said, they've only had 2 hits all game.
And a couple of hits batters, but outside of that, that's it. This one hit well, right at the shortstop. Bender, strong throw, 1 up, 1 down, so good contact for Perez, but hit it right to Bender, the shortstop.
And, you know, Perez was on his horse trying to beat that out. He ran hard all the way through the bag.
That's one thing I love about the Solano Falcons here today. Things aren't going the way, but the hustle and the effort has been there for Solano here today. They don't want to run again after playing Santa Rosa. Darian Evans takes the first pitch for strike 1, and Evans is 0 for 1, but been on base safely twice. Got hit by a pitch in the second and a walk in his last at-bat. Calls time.
And, you know, that's like one of the point of emphasis, Coach Stover. You don't need to have talent to do the little things right, and that's what they're doing. They're doing the little things, you know, the hustle. Hustle, you don't need talent to hustle.
And, I mean, it's crazy. Santa Rosa coming into today a team ERA at 1.22.
Wow.
That's dirty.
And it shows.
Yeah. So they've done this to a lot of teams this year, not just Solano. So the count's 1-2 to Darian Evans. Chopper, and that one's fair ball, and you can tell Stover's going to be upset. Evans didn't get out of the box, thought it was going to stay foul, but it was a fair ball. 2 down.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter.
Evan Facenda. And Evan Facenda on the year.
So he's the last hope for the Solano Falcons here today.
Batting .207 on the year. Takes strike 1.
And Patel is just coming out firing strikes. That's exactly what you want to see from a guy coming out of the bullpen. Just come in, throwing strikes, and be aggressive.
Count 1-1.
You know, as a relief pitcher, you only get most of the time 1 inning of work, especially in later innings. So you just want to face 3 hitters. So come out and throw 9 straight strikes. See what they can do.
It's exactly what you want coming out of the pen. And 1-1. Fastball right by him. So Santa Rosa 1 strike away from shutting out the Falcons and sweeping the season series 3-0. And it's exactly what you want from your guys out of the pen. Just come in, throw strikes. Outside, count 2-2. I don't know how that tape held on through 9 innings, man.
Hey, everything's holding up over here. Even my wet paper
started off with the wet Gatorade bottle. This one hit and a diving attempt, but that gets by the second baseman.
And Solano has something working here in the bottom of the 9th. And this is going to bring up the pitcher, Brandon Mihalic.
Stover calls for time. Let's have a little chat with Facenda. Actually, a pinch runner coming in for Solano.
Anthony Morris, 6'1" infielder out of Oakland Tech, freshman. He's got some speed. Remember doing the preseason interviews with him, and his #1 attribute he liked to bring to the team was his speed.
Brandon Mihalic.
Earlier I said Joe Torres was the fastest guy on the team. I might be wrong, partner.
You know, I think we need to have a foot race out here.
I think Anthony Morris has some beef with me, man. He might be the fastest dude on the Falcons roster.
You know, they're not holding him on because the run doesn't mean anything. So they're going to take the defensive sides, give him, if he wants to steal second base, go right ahead. Doesn't mean nothing, just focus on the batter here. 1 out away from a victory for the Bear Cubs.
And there he goes. And they actually do throw it down, and he is tagged, but Not in time, and I seriously don't think he thought they're going to maybe make a throw.
Yep, and Stover's going to take him out for not sliding there. You know, you have to slide that close to the play.
It should have been an easy play, and it was close to being out.
And Andrew Harris, the freshman out of Bear Rivers, coming in.
And, of course, that's where Zach Wells came from.
1-1 the count to Brandon Mihalich, runner on second. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth here on SCSN.
Falcons trying to get a 2-out rally.
And
Peyton the outside right there. So the Falcons down to their final strike again. And you can just tell Stover, you don't want to be in his doghouse.
No, you do not.
A 1-2. Good job, Mihalich staying alive. Fouls this one out of play.
Mihalich is hitless today. He's 0 for 3.
Like a lot of Falcons
couple
today.
Fly outs and ground out.
1-2. Weekly hit. Flip to first in time, and that wraps it up. Santa Rosa 3, Solano 0. Brett Obranovich gets the W, second win on the year, 2-0, and Dylan Dumapay falls to 1-3. Dylan Dumapay pitched very well today. Kept Solano in the game, but really the story of this one was Santa Rosa pitching. And I believe the Falcons
6 strikeouts for the Falcons on the day, and only had 2 hits. You know, the offense, 3 hits. 3 hits, you are correct. Vicenda got the hit in the ninth.
Man, you just been stealing hits away, baby.
I have, you know. But 3 hits. You're not going to win a lot of ball games just getting 3 hits. So the offensive struggles continue for this Solano Falcon team. But they're starting to figure it out. A little bit better game today than the last game we saw against this Bear Cub team. A lot to grow on. Season play starts, and that game will be on Tuesday, March 11th, against Mendocino College, number 24 in Northern California. So another big game. And we'll be bringing you that game here on SCSN.
And, of course, Solano now 2-11. But as you mentioned, partner, the new season right around the corner as Bay Valley Conference play gets started. Santa Rosa, man, 9 wins in a row. Number 3 team in all Northern California, 12-2 overall. Before we wrap up, partner, what do the Solano Falcons really need to work on getting ready for BVC play?
You know, they need to find their identity as a team. They're out there. They're playing individually. I don't see a lot of camaraderie coming in between. Like, you look over at the Santa Rosa Bear Cubs side. They're up on the dugout. They're cheering on their teammates. They're talking. They're chattering. When Solano is very quiet, there's just no energy. So if they pick up the energy level and they come together as a team and just find who they are and what type of team they want to be, they'll do fine. They have the talent to do it. It's just figuring it out how to win ball games.
All right, partner, it was fun. We are done. The Falcons go down 3-0. I'm Zach Pop here with my broadcast partner, Stash Samoida, here on Solano College Sports Network. We out.